Okay, I don't know. I don't know how far behind stream will be. If this is gonna be a little bit delayed or not. I hope not. Thank you for everyone that's here. I was straight on talking for like 5 minutes. I was like, wow, everyone's so quiet today. I can do it. And then I saw Duke's message. And then I was like, oh, wow. Like, wow, everyone's so quiet. I can do it. And I actually, honestly, I thought, okay, this is my chance to prove my yapping skills, right? My pro yapping. My pro yap skills. Let's see if chat is gonna work, actually. It is! Oh, yay! Yeah! Now everything's working. Okay. I have to admit, it wasn't a true technical issue. It was user error. It was user error! In the original, I said, hi Hunter, hi Beller, hi Panda, hi Boss, hi Cosmonaut, hi Tachanka, hi GTT, hi Duke, hi Red, how are you? You're just yapping to the voices. How did you know? How did you know? I keep you company. Yes, I'm cryptid. I guess technically elves are cryptids in some parts of the world. We should look that up. Wouldn't elves technically count as cryptid in Scandinavian societies? Maybe? You were wondering what happened? Well, you see, here's this thing that is called start broadcast. You start the broadcast and then you hit start streaming. Well, I never hit start streaming. I went and made tea. I went and made tea. I got water. I did everything. Hi, Lego. Hi. But I have to adjust myself because, you know, I like to sit with my feet so that my feet go numb. You know, it's tradition. It has been a while. How are you? Okay, now I'll take some more tea. Hold on. Drink some tea. Well, yeah, Fae are pretty similar to cryptids, and elves are a type of Fae, which is true. Do you guys want to know what my original name was? I don't know if you want to know? Before my name was Fuyu. Hi. I also wanted to hook up. I wanted to have hand tracking today too, and gosh, we were testing everything on the computer, the RAM, and we were up until like 5 minutes before, because I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to not stream. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna make it happen. So we're here. The mods did a mega fly-in via magical digital methods. Yeah, I was a criminal. Yeah. Well, I meant what my name was gonna be here. You'll never find out. You'll never know. Fae magic. Did you get the schedule for the UK? Yeah, I started posting the schedule for UK. It's on when I post on Twitter and Discord, I post the schedule with UK timing. And I can post it here on YouTube too, to the community tab, if that's more convenient for you. I can do that. Yeah. Now I feel like I have to sit on my feet again. Hold on. Okay. I feel better now. I guess I have to be propped up, maybe. It's kind of like being in a booster. Fuyu alter, yeah. Okay, sure, I can start adding that to YouTube. That's not a problem. That's something I can do. Hi, Adam! How's it going? See, I have water and I have tea here. Good, I'm glad you have a day off. Well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Today we're gonna look at cryptids and let's see. We're gonna take a cryptid personality test. I'll share it in chat so that you guys can take it too, and you can, if you want, you can tell me what you got, and we can see what I got on stream. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry that you're sick. That's not good. Here, I'm gonna make an adjustment. I'm gonna go on the BRB screen, but I'm not going to I'm not going away. You'll still hear me, okay? All right, you should still be able to hear me just fine. I'm like, oh no, we're disconnected. We're just kidding. Okay, there we go. That's probably way better. You should get that checked out, boss. You should get it checked out, or you can just be like me and welcome it. I am Bigfoot. It was me in the story about my father. It was me. I was the tiny Bigfoot that he saw. Oh my goodness, what a good VTuber lore that would have been. He adopted the tiny Bigfoot that was clinging to the leg of the other Bigfoot. Take care of my daughter, said the big Bigfoot. Yeah, that's what it was. It was that. I've been a Bigfoot the whole time. I don't know. I don't want to get Chupacabra because I feel like Chupacabra I always feel bad for, because there was this episode, I think, of... Oh my gosh, what's the show? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. X-Files. Yeah, how could I forget that? There was an episode of X-Files where I think there was a Chupacabra, but it was like a family member, and it was infecting other people, and they were becoming Chupacabra, and I felt really bad because, I don't know, it's something I probably shouldn't have been watching as a child. Hi, Twin! You can post a UK time now if you want. Oh wait, what do you mean? You mean like my schedule for UK time? I haven't posted next week's schedule yet, but I will post it. I'll add the UK time when I post the schedule. Is that what you mean? This is our last stream for this week, unless I do a gorilla. Tiny Bigfoot. Oh, okay. Wants to sell loot after defeating a radiant teddy bear. Okay, a concerning amount of pocket fuzz. Well, it may also be because you fought a teddy bear. And I imagine that if it's like a stuffed teddy bear, which is what radiant teddy bears probably would be, like overgrown stuffed animals. No wonder you have a bunch of pocket fuzz. I can't say unless you can convince me to buy the pocket fuzz. I think I have enough jars of pocket fuzz. I don't know. That sounds crazy. Yeah, I can add it. I can add it to the next schedule for sure. No problem, Lego. And I'll be posting the next schedule. Probably. I usually post it on Sunday. Let me move chat around here. It's trying to. Actually, I need to get a snapshot of something that's happening for the for tracking the issues with the computer, if it'll let me. Okay, got it. I've got the evidence. Okay. No, it's fine. I need it for another quest. Okay, understandable. Well, here's the thing. If you find that you don't need it for another quest and you come back, if you dye the pocket fuzz blue, I'll buy it. I'll give you I'll give you 2 gold for it actually. If you can dye it blue and yellow. That's something I've been thinking is would my image color really be blue or yellow or both? Okay, Biller wants to sell loot after defeating a librarian and finds a jar of moonshine. I'll take it. How much do you want for it? I'm sorry, I yelled. I'm sorry, I yelled. I got really excited about the moonshine. I'm so sorry. But I'll take the moonshine. Adam wants to sell loot after defeating an angry mom with a flip-flop and finds a scroll of wisdom. That tracks. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. Mom would have a scroll of wisdom. I'll buy it. 25? I'll take it. Moonshine's worth it. What flavor though? Is it original? Like White Lightning or Blue Flame? Not that I would know these things. Why would I know these things? I wouldn't know these things. I'll buy it. But don't sell me any of that stuff that's too sweet. The Scroll of Wisdom helps you learn how to dodge the chunkla. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Man, that's a good one. I'll buy it. Name your price. Hi, Alex. We're gonna take a cryptid personality test tonight. Yeah. Oh man. I know I say this, but I got so excited about future plans last night. Or was it last night? Do your days ever blur together? 50 gold? Ooh, that's high, but okay. But if I give you 50 gold for the Scroll of Wisdom, I'm gonna have to give Veller 50 gold for the shine. I have seen myself in a mirror. I know I'm Sasquatch. Okay. 25. Oh, well, that's quite a... I'll give you both 50 to be fair. To be fair. Scroll of Wisdom is equal to moonshine, as we all know. Today, I reached out to someone about some vocal coaching because I'm still straining. After that last bout of being sick around the holidays, I still feel like my voice is not strong. Maybe that's what I need to say. I know it's normal for it to take you a while to not be able to hit notes the same again, but like this feels too much, and I feel too much strain after not a lot of vocalizing. So I've reached back out to a friend, a vocal friend, to see if they can kind of help me get back on track, find out like what I'm doing wrong, or you know, what needs to happen. I don't know. But this happens after laryngitis, and I get it often, so gotta take care of yourself. Self-care. One makes you more wise, and the other makes you less wise. I wouldn't say that. I would say one. Well, I guess you're right. Depending, you have just a little, your wisdom rises, right? You have more than just a little, your wisdom goes down the drain. But with Shine, that's something you just have to enjoy as a sip. I enjoy beverages, but I'm not like a drinker. Does that make sense? I enjoy them though. No, that's not fair to say either. Okay, I enjoy adult beverages, but I don't party hard. There we go. That's a better way to put it. I was getting sick too, but I stayed chugging Dayquil, and see, that stuff doesn't... I feel like those make me worse. Ooh, am I the only one? But today at NPC headquarters, I had to step in for a bit, and people were sick. People were sick, and they were coughing, and they were sneezy, but it wasn't like a regular cough, like a... It was like a wet cough. It's like, please no, go home. If your cough is wet, you shouldn't go to work. But they were wearing masks, and I put one on too. Like, I can't afford to get sick again. Please go home. NPC headquarters needs some rules. Dayquil, only NyQuil makes me sleep. Whoa. Sleep crap. What? 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 Excuse me? Excuse me? What did you say? Dude, does that mean? Did anyone else interpret that differently? I did. The only party I know is a LAN party. Yeah! I always wanted to go to LAN parties when I was a kid, but all my LAN party friends were guys, and they wouldn't let me. I couldn't stay over. I always wanted to, and then they would get together, and like, there was always someone cosplaying Miku. And I wanted to go. I was like, I'll bring my computer. I didn't get to go to a LAN party, but I wanted to. Well, back to NyQuil poops. What? Yeah, if NyQuil makes you poo poo pee pee, I'm never taking NyQuil again. That's terrifying. You're not invited to the LAN party if you're if you're taking NyQuil, okay? Only you interrupted it that way for you. Only me interpreted it. Wait, but that's what it meant. Oh, I missed someone. Alex, I missed yourself. You want to sell some loot after defeating a goblin and you find a one-way ticket to Caesarea? I'll take it. If you guys go to Caesarea, you've got to know that you can you've got to know that you can get melon soda on tap. To a high schooler, that's liquid gold. To a teenager, that's liquid gold. Should we jump into the cryptid test? What do you guys think? What cryptid do you think you guys are gonna get? Okay. Where did it go? Okay. Hopefully this is right. I couldn't imagine not inviting someone based on gender, but look back, half of us discovered we weren't what we were born as, right? So many... It's I think, like, even when you're young too, maybe not as much now. With younger generations now, I think they're more aware. Not more aware, it's more talked about, so it's more of a helpful environment for people to find self-discovery. But yeah, that happened, and then a lot of the time, most of my friends, I had friends that were also girls, but they were from a distance. I was like, they were distance friends, so I couldn't hang out with them as much. And all my local friends were mostly guys, because I was a weeb, man. I was a weeb. I was a child otaku, and that was back before otaku became like a positive term. Before it was the coveted term. You a weeb? No way. It's so interesting though that there are so many VTubers who are not. I like that. It's just, it makes you think how diverse. I don't want to say VTubing isn't a genre, but the community is. I'm pretty sure otaku isn't a positive term. I would say yeah, I mean, I think like in Japan, maybe not as much, but it's definitely become much more positive in the international community. In fact, I would say that in the late 2010s, it had an upswing of popularity. Popularity? Yeah, the term. And then now it started to go back down again for some reason. It had a heyday of people being pretty proud. The anime girl being in the anime? No way. No way. I feel like now maybe it's kind of... Now it's maybe more neutral. At the beginning though, it was kind of like a bit of an insult. Maybe like an underhanded insult. You know? Origins of the word and where everything came from. Origins of things like... I would say it has like similar oddity to the idea of Dempa music and Akiba. It's still morning and I'm sleepy. I could go to sleep. I could. Well, maybe not now, but before stream, I was like, oh man, I could. If I were to close my eyes, I would pass out entirely. Okay, I'm gonna drink some more water, and then we're gonna open the cryptid test, and I'm gonna share it with you. But we gotta do it together, so don't go too fast. That's so true, Alex. That's so true. Hi, Em! Well, my fever... Oh, yeah. Oh, you had a fever. I'm sorry. That's not so good. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's the test. There's the test. All right, let's see if this works the way I wanted it to. We have to clean it up a little bit. I'll kind of clean things up here. What if I do get Bigfoot? What if I get Bigfoot? I hope I don't get... I'm gonna hope for Bigfoot. Because it's so generic in terms of... Alright, and we're gonna go... I'm gonna carry this down a little bit. There. That way it's not covering me up. And... There. Okay. I swear we're ready now. What are we talking about? We are taking a quiz on what kind of cryptid you are. So that's the quiz in the chat, and I'm gonna take it right now on stream. Because we were having some good conversations about cryptids last night. I thought it would be nice. Fuyu, Bigfoot for sure. Yeah. If you do get Bigfoot, that model needs fur added. No. Then I would be more like a hobbit, which is also fine. I might have to change what part of the screen you guys are seeing. Okay, I do. I misunderstood. There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to get rid of the logo. I'm so sorry. This is much less exciting. How big are you? I'm gonna put medium-sized. I'm 5'4". You guys guessed it already, so I don't mind saying. Wait, what's the difference between medium size and average size? Isn't that the same? Do others find you good looking? What? I don't like this kind of question. Okay, let's read. Hold on. We're gonna read. Okay. No, it's not. I don't think that I can't go back. It won't. Okay, plain looking, all right, but nothing striking. Average looking, but with some nice attributes. What if I put incredibly attractive? Good features and sexy. I don't think I've ever... Hold on. I know I'm such a sexy elf. Incredibly attractive? Thanks, we'll put incredibly attractive. Does the quiz make you answer where your accent is from? Sorry, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Face reveal? Incredibly attractive gets you Bigfoot? Great. Okay. Thanks. How competitive are you? Prefer not to compete. I'm a mix. I'll read. Okay, prefer not to compete. Are you guys doing yours at the same time? Are you doing yours? Okay. Prefer not to compete. Low key and sensitive. somewhat assertive, strong-willed and assertive, extremely assertive and competitive. Wait, you finished it, Fuyu! Okay, don't tell me what you got yet. Don't tell me what you got. The height of a medicinal pill. What? Okay. Okay, you're doing it? Okay, good. I'm a mix between... Okay, here's the thing. I'm extremely competitive, actually. But in my childhood, it was so volatile. Not like evil. I was never mean, but like inwardly, I would get really upset in intellectual matters. So in class, I really wanted to do well. So if I wasn't top of the class, I was hard on myself. So then when I became an adult, I preferred not to compete. Because I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I would be like, oh man. So what should I put? Yeah, here's a link to the quiz. It's a little bit ahead in chat, but I'm gonna link it again. There you go. Oh, the website's not working, boss. I'm so sorry. I wonder why. What should I put? Prefer not to compete? Am I lying? Nerd! Well, it wasn't like I didn't want to be... I mean, I'll put it this way. Like, I didn't want to be necessarily, like, the top above others. I just wanted to have the best grade. Does that make sense? Maybe that's not as competitive as I thought. Like, I wanted 100%. Don't lie or what's the point? Okay, I'm gonna say strong-willed and assertive. Inwardly, it's secret though, but now I don't like to compete. How would you rate your intelligence? No! I'm making it sound worse. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna put... Okay, avoids intellectual pursuits. Guys, I did not, I'm readjusting again. I did not expect this quiz to be so deep. Okay. There's only 10 questions. How would you rate your intelligence? Avoids intellectual pursuits. Clever, but prefers non-intellectual pursuits. Intelligent, very intelligent, out of this world genius. We know the answer is out of this world genius. I'm not. I actually don't think I'm very smart. I have emotional intelligence. Does that count? I should have hit somewhat, yeah. This is hard for me to answer too because sometimes I sound smart. I think you're smart. Okay, I'm gonna put clever but prefers non-intellectual pursuits. And that's true because I kind of have a fear of failing at intellectual pursuits. Okay, what's your favorite type of food? Seafood! Seafood! Probably anything sugary or salty. That's not a good option. What? Those are two completely different things. Barbecue! Tropical smoothie or fruity snack. I don't have a favorite food. It's true. I'll admit, Fuyu, I struggle with that. I need to be better. And I've actually really been trying to get over that fear. One of the many reasons I'm here, actually. One of the many reasons I'm here with you guys now. I'm gonna put seafood. I really like seafood. Okay. What's your athletic ability? None! Occasionally plays sports, enjoys sport for recreation. Play sports competitively, extremely athletic and agile. Recreation. I think recreation. You're doing great! Thanks, Fuyu. Does VR count? Maybe. Do you do sporty things in VR? I think that counts. I've seen your moves. Recreational. Recreational. Okay. I love traveling. I've been everywhere. I love to travel. So the options are never travels, stays close to home, vacations are fun but not essential. That is the biggest womp womp lie I've ever heard. Dude, no. Hardcore parkour. You guys know, you saw my parkour video. I'm a very talented X Games performer, if you remember. I love to travel. This is true. I've been everywhere. I've used a lot of dark magic to get all over your planet. So there we go. I think that's one more step towards Bigfoot, you guys, because Bigfoot's everywhere. We're gonna get Bigfoot. We're gonna get Bigfoot. Hardcore parkour. Not since you were 10? I mean, no one needs to know about the dark magic but you guys. I'm safe here with you guys. Just don't tell my boss. How much time do you spend with friends or family? None. Keep to myself and family. Prefer the company of small groups of friends. Popular and outgoing. Extremely outgoing. Extreme elfing competition. I won. You saw my parkour moves. What was so funny is that short performed really well on YouTube for some reason, but the hag video performed the best on Twitter. Yeah, I thought that was weird. But I guess it makes sense. Elfed. Wish I wasn't scared of heights and places so I can travel everywhere. Heights and planes. What about a ship? How do you feel about ships? Different audiences, you suppose? Yeah. Yeah, Twitter engages more conversation than YouTube for sure. And I think that it does make sense in that line of thought. I'm gonna put, I like the company of small groups of friends, but when I'm here, we're a small group. We'll put this. Ooh, yeah, try ships. Do I look creepy? Do I look creepy? This face looks creepy sometimes. What? Why? Wait a minute. That is an answer. I'm gonna put that one. Yes, too much, a little bit, or no. Fuyu, no. Is this a clear yes? Am I creepy? I'm gonna put what? Why? Wow. Wow, Alex. Wow. Bigfoot! Oh, I like Loch Ness too. Oh no, I like Loch. Guys. I'm not gonna hit Chupacabra because I don't want to be a Chupacabra. Okay, I guess we have to put Bigfoot. Yeah! I did it! Oh my god! What? We did it! Yeah, let's go! We did it! Wow! Well, maybe this will answer the accent question. Mysterious wanderer, you embody the spirit of Bigfoots, elusive and intriguing. You thrive in the shadows, leaving others curious about your next move. Your adventurous nature keeps friends guessing and wanting to explore the unknown with you. Oh man, I'll share this later. I'll share this on Twitter later. You also got Bigfoot! What did you guys get? You have to tell me what you got. I can't believe we actually got Bigfoot. Yeah! Did you guys see the video of the woman playing Digimon and she got Angiwomon? I guess she didn't know that Gatomon digivolved into Angiwomon and she got all excited. Hello! Is back from the front of Goose Republic and I entered the Goose Republic capital. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. Welcome back, Napoleon. Is Bigfoot the only possible result? I answered a few differently. I wonder. Maybe they give you the one... What one did you select as your favorite? Oh, I'm sorry that you couldn't get the quiz to work. Maybe we should retake the quiz, but take it for you. Maybe, or try a different browser, maybe? 1945 words. Uber. Oh gosh, I yawned. Oops, all berries. Oops, all Bigfoot. Oh, you accept... Okay, you chose Loch Ness, and that's fair. I do like Loch Ness because I picture the Loch Ness monster as, like, cute. There are no other results. Just tested a few, and it's not tied to the last pick. What? I wonder. Should we go back and try to get another one? The Kraken and the Leviathan? You would think that they would have them on there, but they don't. But we got Bigfoot. Yeah! Stressed? Oh no! Wait, why are you so stressed? Try Chupacabra? No, I don't want to get that too. I'm so scared. I think I'm so scared because in that episode, like a person turned into it and then they were stuck that way. You put down Chupacabra and got Bigfoot. Monkey? Wait, monkeys are in the story too, Napoleon? Wow, I feel like Stream Elements really pumps out these alerts. Pretty strong. I think I'm gonna go get some more hot water. Maybe. And then we can start looking at some cryptids. We can start looking at some cryptids, other cryptids in this. I just tried choosing the first option in all of them and it gave a different cryptid. What one? Yeah, hot water. Well, for my tea. That's true. I feel like, yeah, monkeys. That's fair. Yeah, hot water's for tea, OT. I usually have a throat coat tea with streams. I didn't really do it before, but after I was sick for a little bit, I really need it. Flatwoods monster. I want to see what... What? Okay. Oh, this page has so many ads. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shop now. We're gonna extend this a little bit. Wants me to buy a vehicle. All right, this is kind of... Oh, wait, I do remember this. to remember this. There we go. Okay. The Flatwoods Monster. The identity was initially reported as being about 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. Oh, that's quite wide. It appeared to be some sort of robotic suit worn by an occupant of a spacecraft rather than an organic being. It had a cowl in the shape of an ace of spades behind a red round head. Ooh, creepy. Set in the head were 2 eyes described as portholes, glowing green-orange in the size of $50. The body was a metallic armored structure lined with thick vertical pipes. Discrepancies exist in the actual color of the armor, some claiming it was black while others saying it was green. The existence of arms is still a matter. Oh, they didn't know it had arms? It's a similar matter. Most state that the monster was armless, while others claim it possessed small, toy-like arms. Oh. Have you guys heard of this one? Cool as heck. Cool as heck. Face of a barn owl? That is mean! Barn owls do not look like that! That's so mean! What? That is mean. A lancer? They're gonna say lancer from Fate's Day. Alright, let's see. Let's scroll down. It's in games? Okay. Sightings. Oh wow, this is so specific. What? There's a reptilian version of it too? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read the first part. At 7:15 p.m. on September 12th, 1952, 3 little boys witnessed a bright object across the sky. The object came to rest on land belonging to a local farmer. Once they saw the thing land, this is written, I can't read it really spooky because it's written kind of strange. Once they saw the thing land, the boys went on to one of their mom's houses, where they were reported seeing a UFO crash land in the hills. From there, the boys and a group of locals went to the farm to try and find whatever it was that the boys had seen. I feel like we're reading spooky stories by a fire. It's an enemy in Fallout 76? What? Yeah, it's just written, I think the use of the word, once they saw the thing land. The thing land. I feel like that's very, I could pick a better word. It does, I can see it reminding you of that, of Majora's Mask. Yeah. From there, the boys and a group of locals went to the farm to try and find whatever it was the boys had seen land. One of the locals' dogs ran ahead, out of sight, and started barking. Moments later, ran back to the group with its tail between its legs. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was going to say with his tail missing. Ugh. After traveling about a quarter of a mile, the group reached the top of a hill where they reportedly saw a large pulsating ball of fire about 50 feet away. They also saw and smelled a mist that made their eyes and nose burn, then walk away. Man, this mist is making my eyes and nose burn. I'm gonna keep going. The farmer also noticed 2 small lights over to the left of the object and directed its flashlights towards them, revealing the creature, which was reported to have emitted a shrill, hissing noise before gliding towards them. Ugh, it glid. Is glid a word? Changing direction and then heading off towards the red light. At this point, the group fled in panic. Upon returning home, the monster contacted the local sheriff. The monster? The mother! The mother contacted the local sheriff and a news reporter, and the reporter conducted numbers of interviews and returned to the site with the farmer later that night. Why? Okay, chat. Would you go back? Would you go back? I would not go back. So they ran away, and then they called a reporter, and they're like, yeah, let's go back with the reporter. You go back now for you. Don't go back. You can't go back. The monster called the cops. Yo, these weirdos harassing me with flashlights and stalking me, right? I would call the cops too. I would call the cops too. Go with the reporter. And let me adjust myself again. I don't know, you guys. I'm a very curious person, but I don't know if I would like. I would go back with maybe like a science teacher. I would call my science teacher and go back. Find my high school science teacher. We would go back. All right. Early the next morning, the reporter visited the site of the encounter for a second time. Oh, we skipped some. We'll go back. The reporter conducted a number of interviews and returned to the site with the farmer later that night, where he reported that there was a sickening, burnt, metallic odor still prevailing. The sheriff and his deputy searched the area separately but found no trace of the encounter. All right. Yo, what's your science teacher doing against the reptile in a spacesuit? This is my science teacher right here. Okay, so early the next morning, the reporter visited the site of the encounter for a second time and discovered 2 tracks in the mud. I thought it was floating. Why would there be tracks in the mud? Oh, this is a horrible ad. Hold on. What? Oh, you can't make it go away. Well, I'll just read it to you. It was later revealed that the tracks were likely to have been those of a Chevrolet pickup. Oh, that kind of track. I thought it meant like footprints of a Chevrolet pickup truck driven by a local who had gone to the site to look for the creature hours prior to Stewart's discovery. Okay. After the event, investigators associated with civilian saucer investigation. Wait a minute. Have you guys heard of that? Civilian saucer investigation obtained a number of accounts from witnesses who claimed to have experienced similar or related phenomena. This is interesting. Well, a day after the Flatwoods incident, a couple taking a leisurely drive through the mountains of wherever this was in West Virginia at dusk met with a similarly horrific experience. What? Their car came to a sudden stop and refused to start again. Shortly thereafter, a putrid, sulfuric odor filled the air. The couple, circling the vehicle in hopes of spotting the culprit, spotted something far worse than they could have ever imagined. From the waist down, it was similar to the Flatwoods monster. But from the waist up, it was a reptilian humanoid. This creature, thought to be the same creature sighted in the Flatwoods, but without the top half of its suit, is known as the Frametown Monster. Wow. Okay, but what happened after that? What did they do with the monster? Did they just leave it? CSI seems coincidental. Yeah. I'm actually glad that I did like close it out. Oh, actually, no, it isn't something that... Not really. Nothing that really reveals anything that no one doesn't already know. The aliens tend to disappear. Yeah, but they don't say what happened with the people in the car. Like, did they just, you know... Oh, I guess we're gonna leave half reptilian monster on the ground here. What happened to their suit? And why were they putrid? So many questions. Any others we should look up? Do you guys want to look up or see what like the... We know... I know Fresno Nightcrawler, Goatman, Alien Big Cats? I don't know that one. Snallygaster. Ooh, false humans look a little creepy, you guys. I don't think I want to click on those. Anyone have a suggestion? Mimic! We're gonna read the Mimic, even though we know. And there's also the Wendigo, too. We're gonna read the mimic. Since you guys are afraid. I want to know more about the civilian saucer intelligence. Maybe I can... We'll research it. We'll research it right now. Civilian saucer intelligence? Okay. I refuse to read the AI overview, so I'm gonna go to Wiki. So yeah, CSI, the Civilian Saucer Intelligence, was an independent, unidentified flying object research group founded in New York City in 1954. It was initially called Civilian Saucer Intelligence New York. In contrast to the many amateurish flying saucer clubs, CSI actually conducted rigorous investigations of US UFO reports. That's pretty neat. I guess they're not around anymore? They were defunct by 1959. That's sad. However, Davis and Blocher, which I'm not sure if that's how you say that, were active in UFO research until the 80s. So this is legit. The CSI was real. Interesting. They shuttered up? I wonder why. Suspicious. Suspicious. Okay. Well, nothing's gonna beat getting Bigfoot tonight. We know what a mimic is, though. I guess I don't want to read it. What is this? This is a horrible placement for an ad. I wish there was another place to read about cryptids. Wait, what? List of cryptids. Let's just go there. Cryptozoology is a pseudoscience. It studies and researches animals or other creatures whose existence is unrecognized or disputed by science. Look, all I care about is that we got Bigfoot. I'm gonna pick a random one. Found a CIA document from the what? Redacted? What? Interesting, Alex, how your message was redacted as soon as you posted it. Maybe we know too much. Did anyone else get anything different with their cryptid test? I think we all got Bigfoot and just one other. You couldn't type? That's so weird. Weird. It's fine. The CIA reading room is open source. Open access. There's a lot of good cryptids that we could read about. I'm gonna keep working hard though, you guys, to tonight, my plan, not on the other side, not talking about cryptids, but I'm gonna try to switch out back to my old RAM, and well, actually, wait. I'll consult the mods, and then I may switch out to the old RAM, and we'll see what happens. We gotta do some process of elimination to get to the bottom of this, because I was so excited. I was really excited to do full body tracking again today with Liv. If you guys were here when I first started streaming, like my first few streams, and when I did Job Simulator. It's similar to that, where it's me on green screen, so it's altered reality. It's like AR with me, and yeah, my model's in the game too. So chat screen isn't moving. A number of issues. Suspicious. I think it's the CIA. I think the truth is that we got a little too close to the sun. The Mucky before? It seems very similar to the Loch Ness Monster. That's kind of a cute name, though. When I was first trying to plan ahead for a debut, I played around with the idea of having a mimic as a pet, or like as a mascot. I was really trying to figure out how to make it cute. Still gonna do it? Oh, you did? No, I was so afraid. that we would just crash out hard. You mean with the FBT? I'll probably try like a test stream with it first. See what happens. They don't want us to know! Alex, watch out! Watch out, Alex. They know. They know. They know. They don't want us to know that. Redacted. Redacted. Maybe I just need to get a onesie. What? Oh no! What? Stream Elements really did. What are you saying that it's? What's happening? Duke, do you know what's happening? It's Stream Elements that's doing it to Alex. What the heck? No! All redacted! So you did fly too close to the sun. Well, they're here! Time to run! Go! Go, go, go! Redacted, redacted, redacted! What? I don't know. I don't know. It's showing on my end that Stream Elements did it. What about a mimic slime? Kind of similar to Pokemon Mimikyu in a way. How would you make it? Would it be like a slime with crazy teeth or something like that? User has been eliminated. No! 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 That's it. That's it for Alex. Alex is gone. Yeah, I do think, I mean, what kind of mascots do you guys think would be interesting? I did have an idea of like a cute little floaty guy that looks somewhat similar to like an octopus. Or like, I thought that would be kind of cute. Like a friendly little tentacle guy. But I think there's a lot of possibilities. We should definitely have a stream where we brainstorm and maybe draw some mascot ideas. There are some people that do, like Raggy Chiffon does some pretty amazing mascots. If you guys like mascot design. Are you familiar with Raggy Chiffon? She's a VTuber. She hasn't debuted yet. She's been planning for a couple years, I think now. I think she's probably like, she's very skilled. A very skilled artist and musician. And I think that she's just looking for that perfect moment, you know? She's working on it. I'll be really excited to see her when she debuts. Like a slime that hides in a treasure chest and maybe like makes little legs under it. That's cute. And see, mimics can be anything though. A slime that has chameleon-like qualities would be cool. No rush. It would be fun to debut a mascot with our Twitch debut. It's something that I'm putting a lot of effort into and definitely want to... Originally, I wanted it to be at the beginning of the new year, but so much happened. So I've just taken the opportunity to continue planning and really make it something, you know? Make it a planned and self-promoted event. We'll have a countdown. We'll do an art challenge again. We'll make it fun. Fun and interactive. That's my goal. My number one thing is interactivity. That's my number one. I think maybe more than playing games, I honestly just enjoy chatting with everyone. But there are games I definitely love to play and I have fun playing them, so. But I would say the most fun that I have streaming, honestly, is just chatting with you guys. discussing anything and getting to know everyone, so I'm gonna keep trying. Whatever the mascot is, I will want to eat it. Wait. I have questions. On why? Why do you want to eat the mascot? What? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, if it was like the mascot was like an ear of corn, like street corn, delicious, wouldn't blame you. Or are you talking about an anime reference? Bolognese sauce. Wait, no! Mascots are tasty? No! A slime that looks like a quest reward sack? Not that far off. A mimic that's actually a quest scroll. Maybe? Or a book? Quest scroll mimic? I don't know. I would want something that's easy to turn into something like a sticker or a plush. You're gonna put bolognese sauce on him? What you guys? Okay, if you're honestly, if you're going to get, let's say, some fried food like French fries, okay? French fries is something that most people will enjoy. What's your sauce of choice? Honestly, my choices are kind of limited, but I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm going for mayonnaise, you guys. I like mayonnaise and honey mustard. I'm a mayonnaise and honey mustard person. I will dip my fries in straight mayonnaise. Straight mayonnaise. I don't need anything else. I used to be a ketchup and mayo mix person though when I was in school. For fries, mayo hot sauce. Okay, I can see that. I also do like to make, my dad used to make this sauce where it was like mayonnaise and you would put different spices in it and then you would add lemon juice. And it kind of became its own little aioli type sauce. I like that too. But that's if I want to get fancy. If I just want fries, I'm just going for the mayonnaise. Kewpie mayo though, specifically Kewpie mayo. I'm also not like someone who needs their fries, shall I say, dressed into oblivion where you have to have like a million things on it. I just like spices on my fries. That's enough. Yeah, mayo and sriracha together. That's good. I guess I do that a lot, actually, now that I think about it. I always keep sriracha and Kewpie. Those are the two that I have to have with me. Costa, hi! Guess what? We took a cryptid test and I got Bigfoot. I got Bigfoot. Yeah, Kewpie mayo and sriracha. And now we're talking about like our favorite dipping sauces on fries. Yeah, I got Bigfoot. Let me see if I still have the page up. Okay. Oh, hold on. It's not there anymore. It's just the quiz name. I lost the Bigfoot itself, maybe. He's still there. He's still there. We just have to change the size of the window. Yeah. It was, you know what I think it was? A lot of us got Bigfoot, so it just means we're... What do you call a group of Bigfoot? A gaggle of Bigfoot. Barbecue sauce and mayo. Okay, okay. Yeah, so we did some research on cryptids. We took a cryptid test. And somehow we ended up on the topic of fries and dipping sauce. Not bad for one night. Big feet? Do you think so? Let's see. Did you look it up already? I made a typo. Bigfoots! It's Bigfoots! That's surprising. It's Bigfoots. You do spicy mayo on a lot of things? Well, spicy mayo is a gift from the gods, so I understand. You like ranch. Ranch is such an inconsistent recipe that it's basically just sour cream with herbs. Is it really sour cream? I always wondered what the base of ranch was. Yeah, I suppose it could taste, in that sense, if you're just adding spices. If we're still looking at cryptid urban legend stuff, what about... let's find out. I can look for that one. It did not come up. Let's try again. Maybe I made a typo. Okay, I found it spelled P-O-L-Y-P-U-S. Could that also be right? You hate ranch so much. I had a phase as a kid for sure. I was one of those kids that would put it on pizza. I would go to, so, I don't know if you guys, okay. Some of my fondest memories were maybe like late night, Friday or Saturday night at an anime convention with my friends, and we would all order pizza. And we were definitely the room that had to order extra sauce. But those are good memories. I remember everyone just like hanging out. This made me think of that. Hanging out with friends late night at a con in someone's room. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if conventions still do this, but one of the conventions nearest to my home used to play anime to the hotel rooms. Like you could change it to a certain channel and you would be able to watch the anime that was playing in the video rooms. So we would do that. What a good memory. Okay, let me try looking for it that way then. It's not like a cute little guy, like a water scorpion guy. Huh. Wait, let me look at it a different way. Okay. I've got one. It's an urban legend about a lost arcade video game. According to the legend, a new game appeared in arcades around Portland, Oregon in 1981. The gameplay was supposedly psychoactive, abstract, and dangerous. Children who played the arcade game were said to suffer from amnesia, seizures, night terrors, and hallucinations. Despite these adverse effects, the arcade cabinet was described as so addictive that players returned to, is it Polybus? Am I saying it right? Returned to Polybus repeatedly until they went insane, died, or vanished. Okay. The lack of any surviving Polybus cabinets is explained by Men in Black, who were said to record data on the players before removing all arcade machines. What? I didn't know about this one. I need to get one of those clips of Jonathan Frakes. Is it fact or fiction? We're talking about an urban legend video game that came out supposedly in 1981 in Portland, Oregon, and would drive people insane by addiction to the game. Says journal. Hold on, I have to start over. Hold on. It's legend, so maybe. There is no evidence for any game or any machines that match it in the 1980s. The earliest known print reference was in September 2003 in an issue of GamePro. The earliest online references is in coinop.org page, dated 1998. There is no record of the supposed publisher, and no surviving arcade cabinet has surfaced. People claiming to have seen the arcade machine may be conflating it with memories of unusual actual titles from the period. Interesting. So is it BS or not BS? I don't want anyone to have actually died. So I'm gonna say I hope it's not real, but it would be kind of cool if it was. Probably BS. Yeah, I mean, there's no evidence that the game ever existed. It is considered to be an urban legend or a deliberate hoax. Yeah, I think maybe the Men in Black thing kind of makes it seem a little bit more, I don't know. I think if they didn't say Men in Black took it away and then it just kind of disappeared, like they came back the next day and the game was gone, or the game was suddenly gone one day, or it was removed when people started dying, that would make sense. Because if people were just dying or dropping dead when playing this game, I feel like it'd get taken away before the Men in Black could get there to take it. It does say that the first online mention of this game was an article dated to 1998. It includes a purported screenshot of the title screen, allegedly from a ROM image file created from an original arcade machine. In 2009, an update to the page promised to bring further information after a trip to Kiev. To investigate why? Okay, I think this is a little sus. I think it's sus. I think I'm calling baloney on this one. But it is really interesting. You guys should look it up. That would be a really cool... Okay, that'd be another really awesome VTuber lore. If someone... Okay, we're gonna mix this lore with a bit of Dead Space. Hear me out. In Dead Space, the idea of a spaceship that can travel through space by blipping in and out of space and moving through... I don't want to ruin the game. I don't want to ruin the game. Maybe we'll play it sometime. It's so good. But maybe one of the kids that disappeared playing this game would reappear. That would be a very interesting horror VTuber, maybe. The Men in Black in these stories are usually supposed to be interpreted as government workers. Yeah. But I do like the Men in Black movies. Some of them. I think I'm really sleepy. I'm so sorry. I'm not staying as late as normal, but I'm kind of sleepy today. Creepypasta video game could be a good VTuber too. Some boots up a haunted game, or someone boots up a haunted game and the VTuber's released from the game. It's a little bit, actually, do you guys know, hold on. Oh no, hold on, let me pull her. So Dewey, do you guys know, it's spelled D-U-W-I-E-X-E. She has a ghost computer theme. She's a ghost computer program theme VTuber. But her lore is really interesting, you guys should. No sleep, only chickens. Sleep stream? Technically, we maybe could one day. That'd be interesting. Oh, I yawned at the same time I said that. Did you hear? But she's super, super cool. I've followed her since her debut, and she's really done well for herself. She's very kind, has a very, very cohesive everything. But you guys should check her out. She's cool. But no sleep, only chickens. Maybe I'll just dream of chickens then. You can hear my accent. Maybe. You'll never know. The thing is, I don't think maybe it's stuck up with me, but I don't know if you're gonna guess. Maybe it's your superpower. Maybe that's the thing. To be honest with you, my accent is actually just Eldredorian, which is the other world that I'm from. I am a mountain elf, so it might just be what it is. I think that's what you're hearing. English not being an elvish first language, of course. All right, everyone, I am quite sleepy. I'm gonna go ahead and get to sleep, but thank you so much for hanging out tonight. We will get to the bottom of all of these little issues and stuff. We'll keep investigating any technical issues we have, but we had a very lovely, smooth stream, so I think we're okay. Thank you, Veller. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. Actually, I was so worried. I thought, oh, maybe no one will show up tonight because it's a different night than usual. So I was a little anxious, to be honest. I was a little anxious. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here. Don't forget !save to save your progress so that we won't forget our conversations next time we meet, right? So I will see you guys again on Monday. I haven't decided what we're going to be doing on Monday, but if you have ideas or something you would like to see, please feel free to share it. Also, we are going to be watching more Isekai Izakaya over on the Discord this Saturday evening, okay? We usually get started around 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's 2 a.m. UK time. You made it. You did make it. I'm sorry to not be here quite as long as I normally am tonight. But thank you, everyone. Okay. Don't forget. Don't forget. We got Bigfoot! We got Bigfoot. Oh, people do talk in the Discord. Well, not voiceover. We type. So there's not voices over the movie? Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good night. I will see you in a few days. And I'll see you again on Monday for stream. And hopefully we can do some full body tracking again soon. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good week. Bye-bye.